Alright folks, how you doing? Welcome to a new edition of Gaddimentals, the book about Gaddiments, the Steve Gadd book. Obviously you can see I'm very creative and clever than my title. Alright, so we skip whatever, every 10 pages we pick out one. And this is page 28 if you've got the book. If not, order the book! Page 28. This is about the 6-stroke roll, Displaced. And if you've watched this series at all, you know I joke about the titles. The title of this one is called With Butter. There's something going on here. We've got no mustard, we've got with butter. I think maybe Steve misses New York hot dogs? I don't know. So, alright, this is about the 6-stroke roll. So there's two ways to do the 6-stroke roll, and this centers kind of on the 16th note version. So I'm going to have the music placed on my shoulder here somewhere, and this is in 3 parts. We've got it displaced, right? So the first example, 2 bars long. It's the basic 6-stroke roll pattern that he's talking about, the basic exercise, the basic Gaddiment, right? Right, so, and this really centers around the 6-stroke roll. So, and based on 16th notes. So we have 1, then 2 strokes for E, 2 strokes for and then da. So 1 E and da, 1 E and da, 1 E and da. The whole bar itself is 1 E and 2, E and 3, E and 4, E and Now he's got accents. We're going to play those accents. So that's the basic 6-stroke roll. You can see it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right, left, left, right, right, left, or left, right, left, left, right. I think I said that right. The other way to do the 6-stroke roll, and the way that I do it most often on the kit, is with triplets, and that would be 1 triplet, N triplet, 2 triplet, N triplet, 3, right? Or make it a little more so you can hear it. You know, I don't count the triplets that way. I do it mainly because that's what the other YouTube guys do. I kind of counted 1 and a triplet, 2 and a triplet. It flows better. You know, 1 and a triplet, 2 and a triplet, 3 and a triplet, 4 and a triplet. And for your benefit, I'm doing this all off my right hand. Okay? So those are 2 ways to do the 6-stroke roll. In this case, we're going to do the 16th note way. At the end of this, I'm going to spend a few minutes doing this on the kit because this is really applicable to the kit, and this is where you can really use these Gadd ideas. So let's just talk through this whole thing, right? Nice and slow so you can see it. It's 3 6-stroke rolls, a paradiddle, and then we do the same thing off the left hand. So nice and slow. 1, E, and 2, E, and 3, E, and 4, E, and 1. Now I'm on the left. E, and 2, E, and 3, E, and 4, E, and it puts you back to the right. So then when you get to exercise 2, he's starting the same thing but off the E, the E of 1, right? And then but he starts the whole idea. So it ends back on the 1 of the repetition, right? He's displaced it. Then when you get to exercise 3, he skips A and he starts it on the da of 1. And this is really cool, but there's a really cool way to practice this. Let's assume that tonight or tomorrow, this is nighttime. I think I'm just going to go to the gym and then go to bed or whatever. But too much information? I thought so. The best way to practice this, and this is what I'm going to talk about, is to do these successively. What do you mean? I do them right? No. You want to do them one into the other. Why? Because then you create a pattern in your hands, you break the pattern, you form a new pattern, you break that pattern, and you form another pattern. And the reason why that's good is because it creates in you a command of your hands. Oh, another trademark statement, another trademark statement.
Hear me. Oh, hear me. All pay heed. The Lord Jehovah has given unto you these 10 commandments.
A command of your hands, right? Because when you're playing, you want to be able to hear it, think it, and do it. And you don't want to have to do a lot of like programming with your hands. You want to hear it and they accomplish it. And by doing this one into the other, you begin to create this ability to do that because you strengthen the signal between your brain and the muscles in your wrist and hands and arms and all that stuff, right?
Gentlemen, we can rebuild him. We have the technology. We have the capability to make the world's first bionic man. Better than he was before. Better, stronger, faster.
You strengthen that signal because really, you know, we're just robots with meat around it or whatever, you know. That's what we are. And so you've got to strengthen those electrical. Did I gross you out a little bit? Did I make you think of zombies? You know I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Alright, I gotta throw in these clips. I gotta throw in these clips. So this is supposed to be 82 beats a minute. I'm gonna be back in, well, it could be 2 days, okay? You'll know because I'll have a different shirt and different underwear, but I'm not going to show you that. Anyway, and I'll get my metronome and we're going to do it. It's 82 is the correct metronome marking, so we're going to do each one twice through, right? I'm not going to do them separately. I'm going to do them one into the other. We're going to do it at 60. We're going to do it at 70. And then we're going to do it at 82. And I want you to do it with me. This is going to be a quick one. I'm going to take the last couple of minutes and I'll show you a couple of them on the kit. All right? Be right back. Or maybe not. I don't know. All right, guys. I thought it was going to be like a couple of days later. It's a week later. I ended up getting called for a gig up north. I literally had like 24 hours, but realistically like 3 hours to learn 20 original songs or more. I don't know. It was a lot of fun though. I did have a good time. And you know, when you get in the habit, especially after the pandemic, when gigs were few and far between, I got in the habit really of working with one particular artist, and she's great, Tasha Owens, but it's a very kind of rehearsed, done show. And then not a lot of surprises coming at me. And so to put myself in this frying pan, you know, I used to do that all the time, but you kind of get out of practice of that. And first night was okay, and I'm going to post some stuff from this gig in a couple of weeks. I took a bunch of clips because I thought it was kind of cool. The second night was much better. Second night, only one song threw me, and by half of the song, I figured out what I wanted to do and how I wanted to play it. Hopefully he'll call me again, because by the third night I would have been perfect, you know what I mean? And but they're posting stuff, and I hope it does well for him. I wish I had more time to prepare, especially for this. The 1-2, the second night that threw me, maybe it was the boom of the walls. I don't know. It was hard to hear where one was. It was just, I felt like a little kid. But it just took me a second. But a lot of the tunes that had thrown me the first night did not throw me the second night. Hence, see, this is where it comes in. You know, you start, it's like riding a bike. You know, I started to get back on the wheels of that tricycle. I'm afraid of the big bikes. You know, doing that freelance where you jump in and you try to do a good job and make it happen. Anyway, let's get back to this. This is my favorite stuff to do, by far. The Gaddiment series that I have done has been, I don't know, you know, some people are watching it, whatever. But I don't do it. I don't do anything on this channel for the audience. I do it for me. First of all, it's Steve Gadd. So I automatically, he's my hero, as he is with so many. Secondly, it's just a lot of these Gaddiments, or these, Gadd version of rudiments, that's really what the idea is, just get me to think a different way. They just really get me to think a different way. So let's reiterate what we're doing. We're going to do this first at 60, then at 70, then at the prescribed metronome marking, which is 82. We're going to do each exercise twice. We're going to go one into the other. That means we got to form this pattern, then break the pattern, do the next pattern, right? We're not going to stop. We're going to go all the way through. So each one twice. We're not going to go twice through the whole thing, though. We're just going to do once. We're going to save on time. I like to keep the videos short. So, do it with me. I'll have the metronome clicking here. It'll be on eighth notes at 60. I got the music posted here over one of my shoulders or on my side or something. So let's do this together. Here we go. Starting at number 1, twice through, then number 2, twice through, then number 3. 60 beats a minute on eighth notes. Here we go. 1. Take a second, go get your pad, as if you couldn't pause. Anyway, here we go. By the way, if you notice, 1, 2, ready, go. By the way, that's my favorite one, the last one. I don't know why. I think it's really cool. So that was at 60. I hope you did it with me. It was pretty good. We did it pretty good. I think the second one is the toughest to get into because it's starting with the E, starting with the and. You can kind of, and is not so far removed from one and how we hear and feel things, at least for me. You spend your life playing rock and roll, you do a lot of eighth notes. The E is definitely harder. So let's try this at 70 and see how we do. All right, try it with me. 1, 2, 3, 4. Not bad, right? These definitely sound better the closer you get to 82 beats a minute. And I can hear already in my head, and this is what you want to do when you do these on the pad. In my head, I'm already thinking of how I want to do some of these on the kit. Now, truth be told, I do versions of these kind of on the kit. Not so much with the paradiddle at the end, but I do versions of these on the kit, and I'm going to show you that. That'll be the last thing that we do on this video. All right, let's go for broke, guys. Let's go for broke. 82. 82. Let's see, do we want to leave it at eighth notes? All right, so this, there's a big discussion on the internet about, no, I wouldn't say discussion, and about, what's better for your time. And I want to say all of those guys are right. It's not this or that. Do I sometimes practice with the metronome just doing 2 and 4 or just doing 1, or I use an app called Gap Click where the metronome will play 2 bars and then be off for 2 bars and I keep the time myself? Yes, I do practice that way. Do I also practice sometimes with the metronome clicking on the E or the da in my head and I play around it? Yes, I do. Do I also do subdivisions like this and let the metronome play more of the notes? They play more of the time to sort of like line me up. Yes, I do. I see value in all of them, right? Don't go this or that. You know, what works for you, yay, but, you know, and do it. But usually the truth is that there's a reason for all of them. And we'll get into that on another broadcast. Are you enjoying the broadcast? I love to say that. 1, 2, ready, go. Not bad, not bad. I like that third one. I like it. All right, here we go. We're going to take it on the set now. I want to do really the first one. We're going to talk about the first one on the kit, show you how you can now apply these and how you can make up your own. So here we go. Genie. You know, there's something lacking in me, and I really apologize. I just apologize. I think I like the show I Dream of Genie, but there's something really misogynistic about it and something really not right about it. But I can't help it. I can't help it. Here we go. To the Bat Cave. Let's do it that way. To the Bat Cave. All right. Sorry, Genie. Alright guys, let's see how this works out on the kit. Let me show it to you nice and slow, one time through. My symbol's behind me so you can see better. I'm going to take out the paradiddle at the end and put singles in. Alright, so my hands don't switch, so it's going to be like this. 1, E, N, 2, E, N, 3, E, N, 4, E, N, Got it? If I went like a diddle, then my lead hand becomes my right. I don't want that to happen right now. So here we go. Let's do that with a little more cohesiveness. Now, let's take a beat. Let's do that lick, and let's try to keep 4 on the floor. Let's see how we can grow this. You know, 1, 3 here. Watch when I get to lick. 1, 2, 3, 4. See what I'm doing? Now I'm going to add a backbeat on 2 and 4, and I'm going to take out all 4 on the bass drum, make it 1 and 3. Watch. Here we go. Let's take out my hand on 1 and 3 where the bass drum is. Watch. 3, 4. And that's the one that I do the most. That's the one that I do all the time. Let's say the tom-tom on 1, 2, 3, 4. to add another double. So instead of,
Two mints in one.
so now my favorite part. We're going to make the jump to the Gadd flutter lick. So now instead of 1 E and 2, we're going to go 1 E and 2. Changing that last duh from a single to a double, right? 1 E and 2. And it's so easy, and you can do this, and man, you'll get smiles. So let's put it in the groove here and see how it goes. Slow. Now I broke up those singles at the end. I had kept that high in there. Sounds cool. Let's go a little quicker. I'm leaving out a note. Here we go, last time. I hope you're enjoying this. I'm hoping you like it. That's the Gadd flutter lick, and that's where it comes from. That stuff. So this is applicable, and you could do way more with it. You know you can. You can change tom-toms, right? And all sorts of stuff. Move your hands around. Orchestrate this really different. You know, put it on a cymbal. Sorts of stuff with this. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. See you on the next one. Next week, not sure what it's going to be yet. Got a couple of ideas. Anyway, see you soon.